All right, so we're ready to start our, let's see, this is the energy pyramid, little review. We're going to start with a video. It's kind of a little crazy, but I had to enjoy, you have to laugh at it a little bit. But it's going to talk about how energy actually flows from producers all the way up to the top tertiary consumers. So it is informative. As you do this, let's see, it says, really, on your paper, the main thing is you're looking for the percentage of energy that is moved up as you go up the energy pyramid. And if you can fill that in on my rough, lovely drawn out paper, you can do that. And then the rest of this pyramid that's provided will actually come from a different web page. So let's start with the video and see where we go. All right, taking my face out. Woo! There we go, starting the video.
Hey, lucky man, can you give a bite to me? If I tell you something about pizza and food, would you give a piece? Okay, tell me, do you know where all food comes from? Wow, you are right. We humans get all our food from animals and plants. Let me tell you more about food. Plants are only living species who make their own food. They use sunlight, carbon dioxide from air, and water from soil to make their food. This process is called photosynthesis. So now you know plants make their own food. All other species like animals and we humans are dependent on plants. Now see, a giraffe is coming. It is eating the plant. Species who only eat plant are called herbivores. Oh, what is happening? A lion is coming. Oh, it is attacking the giraffe. Oh, it has killed the giraffe and is eating it. Species which eat other animals are called carnivores. So you have seen plants make their own food. Other animals eat plants, and some other animals eat those animals who eat plants. So all are dependent on plants. This is also called food chain. It starts from plants. In food chain, plants are known as producers as they produce food. The species who eat plants are called primary consumers, and the species who eat species dependent on plants are called secondary consumers. Now, there is one more part of this food chain. These are fungi and bacteria in soil. When animals die, these fungi and bacteria in soil decompose their dead bodies. They become nutrients. These nutrients again are used by plants to make food. See here, when lion dies, its body is decomposed in soil by bacteria and fungi, and it turns into nutrients. Then, these are again used by plants. These fungi and bacteria are called decomposers. Decomposers are an important part of food chain. Let us see other food chain. Here, rat eats acorns fruit, which comes from plant, and snake eats rats. Eagle eats rat. Eagle dies. It gets decomposed, and plants use decomposed nutrients to produce fruit. The food chains which we saw, which have one producer, one primary consumer, and one secondary consumer, are called simple food chains. Actually, life is not so simple. Look at this picture. This is very complex. Look at the rat. It can be eaten by cat also, or it may be eaten by snake. Plant can be eaten by goat or by rabbit. These kind of complex food chains are called food web, as they are very interconnected, like a spider web. So now you know a lot about food, food chain, and food web. Now can you give me a piece? Thank you. I was so tired and hungry. I wanted energy to continue. Do you know why we need food? Okay. You know we need food to get energy. Energy is required by living being for growth, also for movement. We need energy. Similarly, when species reproduce, they need energy. Also, as grow up or grow old, our old tissues get damaged or new cells are produced. This process also needs energy. Now, from where this energy come from? Most of the living species use sun's energy. This energy is transferred to body via food they eat. Sun gives light energy, which is used by plants to make their food by photosynthesis. These plants are eaten by primary consumers and energy is transferred to them. Now secondary consumers eat these primary consumers and energy is transferred to them too. So does giraffe get all the energy from plant which plant gets from sun? Or does lion gets all energy from giraffe which giraffe gets from plant? The answer is no. Actually, 90% energy is lost when it passes from one part of chain to other. like 90% energy is lost when giraffe eats plant. Similarly, 90% energy is lost between lion and giraffe. Look at this pyramid. It is called energy pyramid. Let's assume plants absorb 1,000 units of energy from sun. When giraffe eats it, 90% energy is lost, so giraffe only gets 10% of energy. This means energy transfer from plant to giraffe is 105 of 1,000 units of plant energy, which is 100 units. Now when lion eats giraffe, 90% energy is again lost, and lion gets only 10 units of energy. So now you know more about food and energy. Can you give me one more bite? Please give me one more bite. You already have so much energy. I need more food to get more energy. Sorry, man.
All right, so here I am. Now there was one part, okay, the video was a little silly, but it's okay. One part of the video that I really didn't like the words that they chose to say was when it was talking about the food web, and it said that 90% of the energy was, quote, lost. And we know energy is never created, it's never destroyed. So when it says, or this video said, that 90% of the energy was lost, that means it was no longer part of the system of the food web. So the prior organism used it to reproduce, to do, in our case, talk, to move, to heat, to do everything that it needed to do. And then only 10% was there to move on in the system of the food web. Because we do know, that, again, that energy is never created nor destroyed. All right, so we're going to move on. I'm going to have you create your very own energy pyramid. This is an interesting activity. Let me pause this for a second and bring up the next screen. All right, so here we are. I have brought up the web page. You'll find this on the link that's in that Holloway folder inside the Quarterly 2 folder, and of course that's all in StuShare. This is your energy pyramid, and what's cool about this page is you can do a couple things. So you can see this is the deciduous forest. We'll get into the biome talk later, but you can actually pick your biome. So we could do hot desert, you could actually look at the fresh water, you can do any of these. So I want you to start by picking one. So let's just start with the deciduous forest. And then what you need to do is you need to place the plants, the mammals, the birds, the reptiles, the amphibians, whatever are over here in the right side into their appropriate level on this energy pyramid. Now the cool thing about this, you take the blue dot and you transfer it where you're going. And if you press, let's see, let me get rid of this. When you think you're done, if you say check, they'll actually tell you if that's right or not. So if I put my grasses, we know grasses is a producer. We know it creates its own energy from the sun, but let's pretend like I put it here. And then when I say check, it'll actually bump right back over here to the side. So what I want you to do is kind of explore with this. I want you to create your own energy pyramid. And then what you'll need to do, you may have to add a little bit to my creativity little one here, but I want you to add yours with all of its animals to this page, along with labeling it. So we have our producers, our first order heterotrophs, our second order heterotrophs, our third order heterotrope. I added another top. I guess we didn't need that. Oh, I forgot the second. So it's all there. So add those different plants and animals where they need to go on your energy pyramid. Make sure that you have what percent moves up at each level. And then you'll show this to me, of course, with your page completed too. So you'll just work your way through this. If you decided you did not want to do the deciduous forest, you can pick a different one. Easy thing is that plants are always down there as producers. If there is an animal that you're not sure what it is, let's say you didn't know what a buffalo was, you can always bring up another tab, go over here to Google, and then type in whatever you wanted to kind of up. So you're like, buffalo? Yes, I want a buffalo. And you can see pictures of them. and kind of get an idea. You can even ask what it eats. Sometimes I like to just look at the pictures so that I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it is. Okay, we all knew what a buffalo was. And then of course you'll just bring the tab back over here and you'll be able to share where you think that is. Well, looks like my time's up. When you are finished, look over your pyramid and make sure that's on this page. You have to show me this page and the one on your computer screen to be done with this station. Very good. Thank you.